Well, I see a mother load of destroyers.
Don't ram me, Max.
That's a Shimakaze.
I'm trying to pass in front of you real quick. Oh, this thing doesn't have torpedoes. I don't need to pass you at all. This isn't Udachi.
Understandable.
What?
Understandable.
I thought it was. I'm kind of annoyed at my mistake. Whatever. I think this is a higher. No, it's lower. Udachi's is 298% versus 248.
Oh, Poi is premium, isn't she?
So is Yuguri.
No, I know Yugure is. I didn't think about Udachi.
Yeah,
being.
Udachi is as well. Not a good one though.
Does Japan have any good ones? Oh yeah, Yugure.
I would argue that the other premium destroyers that they have, if you somehow had the one that was a pack there that's no longer for sale, or the other event one, would be better than.
Look at that cluster over there. Those are all bots.
Better than which one?
Simply because they have 3 twins rather than the 2
zombies.
I'm saying that's better than Udachi.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
It has one more gun.
Kyoshi, well, Udachi is better in arcade because Udachi's torpedo angles are better.
Yeah,
but
I don't really care about arcade. We're talking about realistic.
Oh yeah, realistic, yeah, different story.
Yeah, in realistic, it just comes down to the fact that we have one more gun.
Yeah, it's definitely not like a major upgrade, but it's significant enough that you'll notice.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a float plane going for A.
Well, my impressive anti-aircraft suite will definitely deal with it.
I can try to VT
Please,
it.
Joram, counting on you.
I have a sneering suspicion I won't even see the plane before it touches A.
Yeah, also, Opti, my experience of Pittsburgh's AA baiting it was that Mag and I could be sat 400 yards from each other, and it would still take the two of us a good 30 seconds of fire.
Treaty is useless.
I've experienced very different. Maybe it's because, okay, so I have one suspicion as to why you struggle with float planes. It's because of the aspect by which you're shooting them. If they're approaching, you're going to do a lot more damage because there's no frag on BT right now.
I mean, we had a float plane literally fly straight towards, like, the two of us are sitting parallel to each other. I have no problem
shooting them when an aircraft is flying right at me. I have no problem. When they're flying away, I start to struggle with it.
So the two of us are sitting parallel to each other, right, nose on, right, or nose forward, yeah?
Right.
The float plane flies straight at us from maybe 11:30.
Okay.
It took like 30 seconds to a minute to score a hit on it.
From which range to which range was the kill achieved? So which range did it open fire?
I don't know what range they opened fire, but the kill was achieved close enough that I'd say the pilot could have shot my captain with a pistol.
I mean, I'd recommend listing those first, just so you get an idea, because that's quite important.
I don't know what range they opened fire at, but bearing in mind that I know what the maximum range is for... When did I hit a border?
I hold fire when I know a plane's going my way until 4.5 kilometers, and then I open fire. And usually they die pretty darn quickly. Like...
I find they just don't die, regardless of what range the guns open up at, because half the time the guns don't bother opening up until the plane is literally 2 ship lengths from me.
That's a very different experience from what I have. I can say that with avid confirmation.
And I can say that with the 3-inch 50s and the 5-inch 38s.
I can say that is the opposite case for me with all guns so far. Even the shit ones, even like 25s and HETF. They know when to open range, and that's not the struggle I have with HETF. Yeah. I think just HETF is a shit round.
HE time fuse? Yeah.
That was not the best sake in the world.
It is in real life too, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's not very good.
VT in this game is, by contrast, so much better. Oh my goodness.
It kind of was in real life too, as far as I understand.
Indeed. Fantastic.
Kind of why it was one of the weapons won the war, so to say.
But mechanical time fuse works better from bombarding positions because it doesn't detonate on waves.
Yes.
In game, HETF is bad at everything, including bombardment.
Yeah, because
There isn't actually a situation.
Because my mechanical fuse setter and my 5-inch hoist doesn't actually work, and apparently it's just Jeffrey on the gun mount eyeballing it with a screwdriver.
Well, there's a few reasons. First is because frag density drops dramatically, so you don't really get the damage you need, nor the frag pen you need, at the given offset distance for the time fuse. Time fuse also is currently not even creating those frags it's supposed to.
So
you don't even... Yes, but VT is more precise, so it can actually benefit from getting relatively consistent HE auras. So while the damage is lower on all of them, it's still better on VT, just because you can actually get the HE aura within a reasonable range of the target.
Wow, I scored a direct hit with two 12-inch HE shells on the forward turret of a Zhelezhnikov, set it on fire and black the turret, and nothing happens.
Good enough.
Yeah.
He's doing a repair.
But yeah, like HTF is useless, entirely useless.
Yep. But then 3-inch VT is also entirely useless.
That I disagree with. I strongly disagree with, in fact.
I mean, I can't not disagree with it because my 3-inch guns fail to open up, and they fail to do anything to anything. As in, I've seen a biplane take 5 hits from one and still keep flying.
I've seen Phantoms basically crumple to them where they were dodging my 5-inch.
I mean, I've also seen S-boats sit there and take like a dozen shells from one and still be fine.
I mean, firstly, the VT doesn't even airburst on those.
No,
secondly,
it hits them.
I've absolutely one-shot them.
Yeah.
It is a very good round.
If you say so. My experience of the 3-inch VT is that it sucks ass because it does no damage to anything.
My experience is it's really reliable. It's actually, in some cases, preferred, especially against really fast targets.
And the gunners refuse to actually bother doing anything to the point that...
That is the precise opposite reaction I have with mine.
I find Baltimore's AA better because they actually fire.
I mean, again, there's nothing unique about any of these particular gunners, so it is...
No, I know.
Like, you can't use that as objective data, let's put it that way.
My objective data is that I play matches and my gunners don't fire at things.
Yeah, you can't say therefore Baltimore's gunners are better when they have literally the same code.
I can say that therefore Baltimore works better because for some reason they seem to fire.
Yeah, the scope of the objective statement is I have had more success in Baltimore, not that Baltimore is a better AA platform.
Baltimore is a more consistent AA platform.
No, it is for you.
Yeah, I don't see why it shouldn't be, but when Pittsburgh's gunners refuse to fire on anything, let alone hit anything...
yeah, again, that is interesting, but there's nothing unique about Pittsburgh's gunners that would make that particular... Like, if you're having issues with AI gunners on Pittsburgh and not on Baltimore, that's not because Baltimore is special in some way or Pittsburgh is otherwise.
They have the same career skills with regards to their AA as well.
They have the same logic as well. They are using the exact same...
But that's what I mean, is that it doesn't make any sense.
It's definitely peculiar, but yeah, it's... I couldn't see anything that would actually... Because pretty sure they pretty much map to the same nodes as well. Like, even the gunner FOVs are the same. Yeah, I'm getting arrested, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Getting arrested.
Finally.
I find all those years of making pipe bombs caught up with me.
I figured you pissed off the triads.
Maybe. Here would be the UN gang. I'm not even kidding, that's what they're called. Not a local one.
I was being facetious.
No. We have organized crime here.
No, I know. You know, Canada.
No?
It's on the west coast. It's a major artery to transport from the Pacific trading sort of rim, I guess you could say.
So Icoma's 12-inch suck.
Yeah, use the...
I like them, but then again, I know when they suck and I know when I find they work well.
I'm sitting here hitting like a Russian light cruiser less than a mile away, and I'm doing nothing to it.
I'm watching you shelling him, and I suspect at this point I might have done more to him than you have.
Admittedly,
that's quite unfortunate.
I'm firing 5.8 5-inch HE, so...
Yeah, but 5-inch HE is the ultimate tool to kill everything, didn't you know? Oh, finally.
Depends on the 5-inch. It's heavily dependent on the 5-inch.
Well, 5-inch 38s seem to just kill everything in existence.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, we're talking about the good 5-inch optical.
Okay, that's good to know.
Also the 6-inch 47.
And stuff earlier, so yeah.
I would actually reasonably state that a lot of 12-inch guns are inferior to 5-inch 38s en masse. Like if you were to tell me to choose between Nordic and Atlanta, I'd take Atlanta. Let's put it that way.
I mean, my issue is I'm pretty sure that I have been I have been killed by like Cleveland secondary batteries more than I've been killed by battleships in the last month.
Flushed.
I mean, it depends on the ship you're in, but yeah, you can get
Playing Pittsburgh.
completely fire-ticked. In Pittsburgh? I mean, it'd be surprising if you don't die to a Maria or a PK more, but like...
Yeah, but the difference is, a Maria or a PK launches like 400 shells in a match. Cleveland launches about 400 shells in about 3 minutes.
Right. Yeah, the main difference is ultimately just like, how often are you fighting against that ship?
How often am I getting shot by that ship? Because the 5-inch 38s just shoot at everything, and the Paris and everything tend to focus somebody for the 5 seconds that it takes to kill them. But
my experience is it takes about a minute to crash dive like any cruiser. It's just like maybe 2-3 salvos. The first salvo, it will basically spell their doom, but the second and third are there to make sure that they don't even recover.
I also put about 300, maybe about 150 14-inch shells into a Marlboro yesterday and didn't kill it.
Marlboro.
It was capsizing and it refused to die.
Oh yeah, the round ended before you killed it.
Yeah, it was sunk.
Oof.
And it wouldn't die. I was shooting its turrets.
That is pretty unfortunate. Yeah, because Marlboro isn't like especially durable, but if she's already capsizing, then that's just the timer.
Yeah, but she didn't die. And now I'm sitting here having a Belfast just absorb my guns. Fortunately, this Detroit just sailed past and fixed my forward 12-inch that was broken, so I have 4 barrels instead of 3 now.
Yay.
I mean, they still suck, and I'm sitting here watching my 6-inch shotgun everywhere around this Belfast, but...
Just like real
That's the anti-ship AI, alright.
Oh, and Mag got the kill on the Belfast that I'd pumped like 40 rounds into.
Clearly not enough.
That's how the kill credit system do be. It's super functional, guys, trust me. It's just like old ARB, back when they still couldn't figure out what a kill credit means.
What? What?
Good job.
What? I put an HE shell into the funnel of a Kavkaz and it died. Like, I touched the tip of the funnel and it said, crew knocked out.
Just don't question it, dude. Just don't question
Let's touch the tip.
The hell? So, I can blast the structure of a ship into 1,000 pieces of shrapnel and do nothing.
But
then I can put a single shell into the tip.
It do be like that.
It do be like that pensive emoji.
Also, there's some douche in a Moffat over here with a Z on his nose.
Kill him.
I'm trying, but he's hiding behind an island. Oh, he's emerging, he's emerging, he's emerging. Maybe he'll get far enough that my rear guns will be on him. Because Ikoma has terrible angles, because you're supposed to use ships in broadsides, go figure.
Ikoma's angles are actually painful.
Well, I think he's trying to torpedo me.
The Moffat?
Yes.
Oh, we know what kind of player he is.
Well, I mean, it's 3,000 yards away, and I can't do anything to him, so...
fair.
Because, you know, Ikoma sucks.
I like her. I don't think she up tiers well, but for her tier, I think she's pretty spicy.
I mean, I'm sure when spaded she's playable, but, like, she's just so... But, like, everything I don't like about battleships, I'm getting from
she's
her.
unwieldy. That you're not getting away from. I'm just gonna warn you right now. She's fat, slow, unwieldy. She's not very tactically, or rather, she's not very strategically valuable on the field. She is just...
Yeah,
you sail to a location, and then you just pump rounds at people.
Yeah, it's an inflexible ship.
Good to know.
It's like 40 years out of its fucking element.
Little.
Yeah.
But, like, Every time Kath gets hit by a shell anywhere near the torpedoes, the entire ship explodes. I lob a 12-inch HE shell straight into a torpedo mount and nothing happens to the ship.
The chance of detonation is proportional to the TNT equivalent. So, in a way, that's actually a benefit to the Americans.
Because the torps suck, yeah.
Yes, correct. That's like the most backhanded compliment you could give to American torpedoes in this game. Just, we have such a low burst on the fucking things.
I just got kill credit for a Chapayev on the other side of the map.
Don't question it. Stop questioning it. My lord.
Well, no, I'm questioning why I can't kill the things I'm shooting at and then get kills for things I don't know exist.
Because
Yeah.
you have Pepega secondaries, dude.
That aren't firing at it, yeah.
Clearly were.
In before, somehow ships have inherited the plane kill credit thing where if you bail, it gives credit to the nearest. Or just some random fucking...
It was possible I put a round through him at some point like 5 minutes ago, but... I don't see why I get kill credit for that, but not for something that I'm sitting here actively fighting for the entire match.
Yeah.
I actually have no clue what the conditions are for the proper kill credit. It's so fun.
It seems to be that the little Gaijin snail throws darts at a board and just determines whether or not it likes you.